Come through, Queen. I wanna see ya. Come through, Queen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan.
And Brendan.
And this is Come Through, Queen. Hey, Brendan.
Hi, Dan.
Are you well?
I don't know. You started talking like that, so I started talking like that.
Okay. So we are on our feet. It's the holidays. Pre-show, if you've been watching White Lotus, you better run over there and listen to us talk about the finale.
You better. It's on Patreon.
The bonus episode this week, we're continuing our festive Ranj holiday journey. The 5 episodes were parts 3 and 4.
It's really great. It's great to be back with those women at that period of time.
Especially while we have been away from them for so long. But let's get to what's going on now. And other women we've been away from for so long are the Orange County gals.
Yes, and a lot's happening.
It really feels like Vicky's in the mix.
I think Vicky's going to be more of a part of it than we originally thought, which I'm here for.
Yeah. Especially because, like, I feel like they've been running Rugged on loop. Rugged season 2 on Bravo. 2 photos have emerged. And in both photos, there's 2 common denominators. The new women, like the new woman who we don't know, and Taylor Armstrong.
Yeah. Third common denominator is a half moon booth situation.
A half moon booth. Like, it's almost as if the same photographer is taking the shot. Yeah. And what's different is in the middle of the half moon are the differences. Because on the end are Taylor Armstrong and the new woman.
Do we have her name? Jennifer?
I almost like don't even want to care until I need to care.
Yeah, because that's done us dirty in the past.
Right? So like they have their assigned seats. Keeping us cozy in the booth.
Yes.
In the middle of one picture are Gina Kirschneider, Emily Simpson, Heather Dubrow. In the middle of the other picture, Shannon Medore, Tamara Judge, Vicky Gunvalson.
Is this same event?
I think Taylor's wearing something different. It's like 2 different nights.
So we're hanging out off season with these ladies?
Off season.
Which is a great sign.
I love to see that.
Heather Dubrow still hanging on is a great sign too.
I know. Heather Dubrow, like, caring if like a video camera is not up.
Yeah.
You know, she won't follow these gals.
No, of course not.
On Instagram. Because that's a bridge too far. But maybe she'll hang out with them on the off season.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be going out to dinner with?
I mean, obviously, if you want normal conversation and to not feel horrible about yourself, I want to be with Gina, Emily, and Heather.
Yeah.
If I want to like
spectacle,
see some messy shit, I want to go with the blondes.
Yeah. And I almost think you're going to get like 2 different Taylors too.
Yeah.
It's not even the same Taylor.
For sure. She's a chameleon, that one.
Yeah. So we wanted to just bring this to your attention just so you could like lay your eyes on it.
Yeah, we just like need you to just like get a little taste of OC before we really go in the deep end with them. When do you think we'll get the trailer?
Well, so I was convinced that we were going to get Ranj pre-holidays, but maybe they're just waiting till the new year because it's supposed to be a February premiere.
Okay, yeah, so January.
So then OC, I think we still have a little bit more time, but not too much time.
It's coming around the mountain, as they say.
Because that one's been in the can for a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's just also like so interesting. We've gotten a little glimpse of them all together at BravoCon. That really changes the game.
Yeah, love checking in with like a cast that's filming.
Like Tamara posted the photo of Heather sitting on her lap with like Shannon next to them, and like was like, caption this, and she tagged Shannon but not Heather.
Well, maybe because Heather's not following her.
Yeah, but it's the little things, it's the little details.
It's the little things during the holidays. Wow. Okay. Once again, we do have so many shows now airing with Miami, dumping 100 episodes on us.
It's just like, It's so good that I wish we got to enjoy it week to week, truly.
I know. It's almost like they're not even confident in what they had.
It's so stupid because it's amazing. It looks good.
Oh. Well, yeah, let's save our Miami for the Miami. Do we want to do WinterHouse first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do WinterHouse. This is the penultimate episode.
I never know what that means.
It means like the second to last.
Why don't you just call it second to last?
Just because it's like fun.
Okay.
It's like the penultimate.
Yeah.
We're picking up with what had me fired up in the previews last go around, which was like, I'm grabbing his dick like in between McDonald's and red wine. Mm-hmm. Like Lindsay was not feeling Batula's energy during this reveal.
Because Batula doesn't go outside. Lindsay leaves her house 100 times for every once that Batula goes outside.
It bears repeating. So I just feel bad. I could tell like at this point, our fabulous couple like just want to go home.
Yeah, it's sad. What does it mean for some?
I don't know. I feel like we have a very interesting Summer House season coming up, particularly the Danielle of it all. Mm-hmm. Like a loyal soldier for how many years now? Defecting.
Who's been through so much with her too.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope Robert's more in the mix. I like him.
But Robert and Danielle, present day, are almost 100% split. Do you not know this?
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I feel like I thought we had like this conversation.
No, I don't think so.
Robert has been MIA from Danielle's social media for at least a month at this point.
Should I unfollow him then?
I mean, in solidarity, maybe, yeah.
But I like following him more than I like following Danielle, I think.
Okay, so...
Well, because he's always like posting like interesting food.
Yeah, it's very the bear.
He works at the lodges, right?
Or like the Montauk's.
No, I think he works at Surf Lodge and then Ski Lodge.
Oh, okay.
The sister restaurants. One in Aspen, one in Montauk.
I'm the clown here, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That. Okay, of course.
You thought I was just saying the lodges?
I thought you were just being like colloquial or something.
No.
Okay. So we have the taste in this scene with what we close out with at the end, with Metaverse being to Rachel like, yeah, I get the guys, but like you keep them. Like you get the leftover guys that like they'll just like stick around with you, I guess.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I like Rachel. I hope she's in Summer House.
She's not.
Not at all?
I mean, I don't even want to say a cameo because we would have thought Jason had a cameo, but then that hit the cutting room floor last year.
How do you know all this information about Summer House?
So, Summer House...
Is there like a blog?
No, there's not a blog, but I checked the Wikipedia like a few months ago. I think I did bring this up to your attention. I may not have brought up Robert and Danielle to your attention. I was like, Wikipedia has like these 3 people listed as castmates.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, is like Bravo updating that Wikipedia? I'm holding out hope for Rachel. If it's just based on Wikipedia that you're searching, then I'll wait and see.
No, I think there was like another, but like we would know if Rachel was there every weekend and she wasn't.
Would we? She wasn't on our radar this summer. Anyways, let's move on. We'll see.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, there's that Metaverse being nasty. I liked the conversation about like, Batula wants to move to the suburbs if they have kids. Paige, and the teaser made it seem like Paige wanted to go to Charleston, but then the actual episode made it seem like she does not want to go to Charleston.
She hates florals.
It's like, why is no one wearing black? Yeah. What's going on? While we're talking about Charleston, though, I was so obsessed with the editorial decisions when she gave us the Babadook recap, when they were like playing Babadook music, explaining like Sierra and Austin and Olivia and the dog wedding and this and then she didn't do that. The inclusion of the Babadook music during that had me up off the seat.
Speaking of Babadook, have you lev it up yet? I haven't. I need to lev up.
I haven't. I've been thinking like, oh, is this maybe something to do during like the slower times of the holidays?
What slow times in the
I know
holidays?
there's not. I'm like working the whole time.
It's like it's like fast times of the holidays. I don't get to do anything.
At Ridge Mountain High, yeah.
I'm like stuck in a house with all these like crazy people.
Yeah.
My family.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I could like jump in there. Okay. It was interesting Metaverse going to Kyle for advice. And
Because she's a boy's girl, a guy's girl.
A boy's cool. And I love how she lands on Jason and Paige being the least supportive of this relationship. It's actually like, guess what? I think Corey might be the least supportive.
It's like not a relationship either. Have you like said I do?
She's being like a little crazy eyed.
Like stage 5 clinger, is that what they say? I feel like in the 90s everyone was like, she's a stage 5 clinger.
Yeah. It's very like, not like Nev Campbell wouldn't say it, but like someone in the room next to
Someone in the
Nev
room
Campbell
in
would
Party
say
of 5?
it. Yeah, maybe.
Jennifer Love?
Jennifer Love, maybe she would say it. Okay. So, oh God. When Austin and Sierra get into it, because like he makes a little snide comment.
Well, his logic is like so, ugh. It's
Yeah.
like she's not allowed to have sex outside of the house because she didn't want you to bring your current person because y'all have a history of dating.
Yeah. Well, I think his rationale is like, oh, you're having sex. So like, why can't I bring someone here?
And the thing is, like, he did the right thing initially and was like, would it be weird if Olivia comes? Which is like I think that's a respectful thing to do.
Sure.
So like, just to like do this, it's like, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Loser.
It looks like he's getting a final reaming out from her before we close up shop.
Good. Can't wait for the ream job.
Okay.
Speaking of which, this will already have happened once this is released, but the fact that Aubrey O'Day is going to be behind the bar with 3 WinterHouse cast members in the seat on Watch Happens Live.
It's like, how did she not say no?
I mean, she's got to say yes to everything, I guess.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's like disrespectful. Like, especially and I was texting this to you earlier. It's one thing if it's Jennifer Lawrence is in the chair. It's like, okay, I'll be behind the bar. Like, but Metaverse is in the chair.
I know. But it's like Aubrey O'Day was a huge star. She isn't really a star now, but like she's enough. I feel like she's a big enough part of the discourse that there's enough to ask her. Like I could do 30 minutes on Donald Trump Jr. with her.
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, she was in a huge girl group. She was
Celebrity Apprentice when it was like the biggest deal.
She also, I could jump in because she was on that reality show that Alex was obsessed with, where they were like bringing on former members of girl groups to create a new group on BET that ended up with a group called Blueprint that was like on my Spotify, like top artist.
Wow. Also the Pauly D of it all.
Pauly D. Oh my, there's so much there.
It's like
a wealth of information.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, this is where we get to like if someone like Matt Rogers was hosting Watch Happens Live, can properly interview a person of this stature.
What are you saying?
That Andy doesn't know what's going on with all pop culture items.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing about being a pop culture savant is, like, you gotta keep up.
You gotta keep up. And like, interestingly enough, we're not keeping up right now with the Kardashians because they're not really doing it for the culture.
Yeah, true. I was just watching a TikTok with, like, Chloe and Court, and Dan was like, yeah, nobody's talking about the new Kardashians anymore. Because they're not doing anything.
They're not. I gotta say, that one TikTok with Kendall and Kylie would have been good 4 months ago.
The one about the tequila, the Beverly Hills crossover one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't we get cameras up on that TikTok months ago?
Probably because they weren't at the bar.
I know, but like, hop on Kylie's jet is going this way and that way. every day. So like go this way and that way months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something to think about. Yeah. So we're doing like those ski bikes.
Which looked fun.
It looks like it could be easier than skiing or snowboarding.
Yeah. The thing about like going to a vacation like this is like they really make you get on that mountain all the time, and like you have to be constantly skiing.
It's interesting that like and both summer and winter like activities.
Oh yeah, I don't like the beach.
Like you don't want to go to the pool, you don't want to go to the beach, and you don't want to go to this mountain. You're like
I just like being around. I entertain myself fine.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying like you're like being like, oh no, don't do that. You're just like you don't want to do that.
I went to the pool once, and I went to the beach twice actually.
Yeah.
I just left early from the pool and the beach, and didn't go the one other day y'all went to the pool. But I had a friend in town.
Okay. Yeah, so we end up with I did like Craig was turning me off so much in the beginning, but I loved it when I was
now
like
he's turning you on.
No, I loved like Craig and the girls.
Yeah, he's a girl's girl.
It's Craig. I think he actually like he comes across better when there are not other men around.
Yeah, because when those Charleston men are always scheming something. So when the men around, they're always getting into trouble.
Yeah.
And it's like when Shep's around.
Oh, God. Shep.
Though, like, Shep is weirdly my favorite of the three
of
them.
Get out of here. Okay. Shall we go to Potomac?
Yeah. Let's jump into it.
Which, like, on first glance, you're like, oh, we're back from vacation.
Filler episode
what is
vibes.
This? But, like, then you need, like, to take like a more refined eye to the episode.
I had a good time. I always do with our girls and
yeah. So Ashley is never not TikToking.
Yeah.
It's like when in doubt, like Ashley TikToking into a transition scene.
Good.
We're planning the Reasonably Shady live show.
Great.
Which I don't know if like any of the three people in the room have like a planner's bone in their body.
No idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Any of them.
But to contrast this,
I feel like Giselle's like, it should be reasonable and it should be shady.
Yeah. Like that's the concept. And like, great. Okay. Yeah. And I gotta say, to contrast this, we got Matt walking into LaDame's home.
What a breath of fresh air.
I gotta say, he's walking in with like a pep in his step that I've never seen before.
Well, he's got ideas.
Because like in the past, he's a little sheepish.
Yeah. But now he's older.
He's older, wiser. He's not 17 anymore.
Didn't we meet him when he was 17 and he looks like he was 30?
Yeah. So this is why it's not all adding up. Did Karen, but like, okay, so Karen says, I knew him since he's 17.
And it flashes to the press conference.
I know, but I don't think that means he's 17 there.
I know, but the editors are trying to get us to think.
But then it does. If it's true that she knew him when he was 17, we have uncovered that he's just like a Bravoholic.
Yeah.
That like worms his way into these women's lives.
The thing about the gay men on these shows in modern day is they're a hop, skip, and a jump. Just look at their Instagram and you'll figure out that they are Bravoholics. I mean, like, look at Heather Gay's choir director.
Oh my God, yes. We
like
discovered
Bears
that.
Who Do Bravo or whatever.
Bears Who Do Bravo.
Isn't that his name?
True. No, it is very true. Yes. But I say Matt coming in and presenting to the Grand Dame the run of show from Countess Luann's show.
Her old show.
You're gonna come in with gowns, musical guests, drag queens, question and answer, a song. It's like this is literally Luann's show.
The thing is, if you would listen to Luann, though, she dropped everyone but herself because it got too expensive to travel with all these people.
Yeah.
She was just on Jeff Lewis Live talking about it.
Oh. Well, on Roni, they were all kind of dragging her for not paying the people.
Right. Yeah.
And I kind of feel like I heard from like podcast interviews and like here and there, like
I heard some bad experiences.
Yeah, from like the friends. The friends maybe are not friends.
Yeah, we know, we're not going to name who it is, but we know one of the drag performers. Remember what they tweeted that one time?
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's so lame of me, like to hint at something, but whatever.
Okay, is it reasonable or is it shady? But yeah, listen, despite being a Robin super fan, which I feel more comfortable saying this week's episode, I would rather go to the Ladam and Friends.
You've been very silent about being a Robin superfan for weeks now, whereas I proudly say, when my favorite Giselle acts poorly, I'll call it out. You just sit in silence.
Well, no, because I know the ship's going to turn.
Right.
I know she's going to right the ship. And she did this week. She went on the apology tour.
She's going to wrong it again, eventually.
No, I don't think she's known for that. I think this is like the first year where she's really been a bad girl.
I don't know. She gets her little stubborn thing.
Yeah, she does get a little stubborn. But I do feel she was like in bad shape when meeting up with Candace.
Yeah.
Crying about her friend, like brother and like sister-in-law.
Like died
in a car accident. Yeah.
Horrible.
But I feel like we really got a peek into how close potentially Robin and Candace are. Because Candace, like, you're my like closest friend on this show.
Yeah, except for Giselle.
No, Candace said this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Also, an interesting thing about them meeting up, they were seated at the bar, and it just like thinking about the logistics of that, meaning the camera people were like behind the bar with the bartender.
Yeah.
I wonder if the bartender was mad.
It didn't look busy. It looked like noon.
Yeah.
I don't think like the customers were like trying to get a drink.
The hostess was ready to be on camera.
Yeah.
Chipper.
Oh, I love someone who's ready. Yeah. So we got the joint chiropractor opening.
Oh, which is bleak given what we know now.
And, Karen kind of gets dragged for, you're wishy-washy. You're not this team. You're not that team. But like, I feel like this event is an example of why Karen is so good.
She will show up and sit in the sun.
To everything.
Sit in the sun at a chiropractor opening.
But we did get kind of like a peek as to like deals gone astray.
Yeah.
And then like Gordon's not telling her why.
A lot of foreshadowing here. A lot of foreshadowing happening a lot in Housewives this week.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure you'll lead me there.
Miami, there was a lot.
Okay. Wendy, before we get to Candace's graduation party, we're like talking about the kidney stones and Chicago.
This is foreshadowing too. Like she's running herself ragged.
Yeah. She's like, she just got back from Miami, went to Chicago.
Far away from Miami, famously.
Yeah. It's like farther than Potomac.
2 different climates too.
And now she's coming back.
Have you ever spent time in Chicago?
Yeah, I have. That's like where I have like all my extended family.
Yeah. You went there and you stayed in an Airbnb. You showed me the Airbnb.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, I feel like I would, like Chicago for me is, if like the road diverged a wood like earlier, like could have been a place for me.
There's like, I have a friend who's always like, you should move here. And I like fooled around with that for a little bit.
Oh, I feel like you would really succeed there.
Yeah. I like a coat.
Yeah, you love a coat. We have the Sweet 16.
Sweet.
I'm sure you should have a lot to say about this.
No, I loved it. It was wasn't it lovely? And I liked the side room where the mom can have her friends.
Actually, yeah, that was genius. It felt like we were trying to introduce a new friend.
Yeah, she was really seated right there in the middle of everyone.
And Giselle just kept saying, like, as everyone entered, like, this is my friend, and I can't even tell you her name. But
the speech was sweet, and it was like
Jamal.
It was cute to see the two of them up there. I mean, Jamal is attractive to me.
I would say not attractive, but a charisma.
That's part of attraction.
Yeah, that is part of attractiveness, but yeah.
But I also like he's handsome.
Okay.
And I liked seeing all the little friends, and I like wondered what's going through their brains. I wonder like what waivers their parents had to sign for them to be here.
I love Grace.
Yeah, same.
I feel like Grace really pops.
She has a lot of grace.
It's like the titular role.
The titular role.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to Candace's graduation party.
There's a snake in the grass.
And we didn't even
invite Giselle.
Dorothy? securing like icon status. It's like Mama Joy's been asleep at the wheel. Dorothy's like, now's my chance.
Yeah, gotta hold the crown for toxic mother of housewife.
I love it. No, I mean, that was really funny. This party, it's interesting. It's Candace, Karen, Robin, and Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like half the cast.
What a motley little crew. The tent. Sometimes tents aren't a good idea.
It wasn't the chicest.
It
party.
was like one of those tents that holds all the heat in. So like Robin kept on talking about how hot she was.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Robin is revealing to Karen about the very intimate wedding she has planned.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this? As somebody who had a very intimate wedding, I'm the Karen here.
You are a Karen.
I'm the Karen complaining that my friend had a wedding that I wasn't invited to.
You're like asking to speak to the manager. I mean, it looked like in the mid-season though that we're gonna see something.
Yeah,
we're trying on dresses. I think.
I guess. Here's the thing: people who get married can do it however they want. As friends of them, you are able to remind them that you weren't invited anytime you want as well.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, please. Karen isn't bringing it up because she wants like to stir the shit.
Yeah, she wants like because she had her little wedding.
Yeah.
She wants now Robin to go forward with hers.
Yeah. And I gotta say, the Wendy Robin conversation was really cute.
Yeah.
I feel like they both were cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Wendy showed a very softer side of Sears in how she approached Robin.
Yeah. Remember when all the Kmarts became Sears?
Did they?
Randomly, I think, at one point.
Is there still a Kmart like in a subway station? Where there was that one subway?
Astor Place.
Yeah.
I have shopped there. I don't think Kmart's exist anymore, but I shopped
No,
at
I do. I think there's like I think there's a few where like they forgot that it doesn't exist. Like the store just somehow is still like a receiving inventory from somewhere, and like no one told them to shut down.
Oh my God. When I first moved to my Hell's Kitchen apartment, for some reason I went to that Astor Place Kmart because I was like, even though there was like a Kmart in between where I lived and there.
No, but you were like being a city boy.
Yeah. And I bought a leopard print comforter that I used for years.
You used a leopard skin. Okay. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed by how Karen kind of let the mouse go with Candace.
Yeah.
In terms of not really giving her a hard time for like talking shit about Karen and Ray.
I think it's like at some point you gotta pivot. It's like what are we gonna do? Harp on this?
Sure. And like that makes it worse actually.
And yeah, I think if there's any odium of truth to what people are saying, you want the conversation to
move on.
Switch.
Yeah. But then to contrast, Ray being Giselle's representative.
Which is like so funny. The thing, Giselle has like this little spell on some of the men of Potomac.
Yeah.
That is like so wild. And Ray, who said that she better find a man before her looks turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And she wanted him to drop dead.
I
Just
know.
kidding. No, she just wanted him to pay his taxes.
I want Ray to live. We haven't done Giselle's iconic moment. I think I Want Ray to Live might be it. But
She's got so many though.
For me, hers are more like mid. Even though I'm not using the word correctly. Like, isn't mid like a derogatory word?
Yeah.
But it's like they don't reach the heights of other people's iconic moments.
I think they're more subtle, but if you you're gonna make me be a Giselle fan.
Well, I think that's what the audience is looking.
They're more subtle, but like when you really think about them, they're so funny. Like you're ready to walk around, Karen.
I mean,
I laugh and laugh and laugh at
That's
that
gonna
for
be the
hours.
one. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. Yeah. So Chris, like, so worked up, he's not even like in the room during the speech.
Like, why is he so mad?
Yeah, but like but then they explained during the joint confessional.
Yeah, but it's like, Ray just is saying, like, he wants everything to, like, move on. We need to pivot. Giselle doesn't even, like, care about her stupid little story anymore. She just, like, kind of threw it out there at the beginning of the season to, like, cause some shit.
Yeah, now that there's, like, so many other stories,
Yeah.
she's just like, whatever. Yeah. Okay, shall we go to the bad weather that is Salt Lake City and San Diego?
Torture.
I said that I liked this episode more than last week's episode.
Sure.
Do you agree, disagree, or not really?
No, I agree.
Why?
It's just like I had to really dig deep in my brain to remember why Whitney was mad at Heather.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is the end of episode, but for me, I think she just doesn't like the way that Heather's talking to her, I think.
Yeah, but it's also like it's stemming from the blowjobs for the Raptors tickets. Are they the Raptors?
Jazz.
Who are the Raptors? Toronto, maybe.
Okay. Those are, but like what two dumb teams? No
But
offense.
like what can a Jazz do? Like
But it's
play
like-
music at you till you die?
Like, how are you guys playing basketball? Raptors and dinosaurs and a genre of music. Like, what dumb...
My thing about sports things is I like Raptors because I like
Very Jurassic Park of you.
I like someone as a mascot who can do something
Okay.
like clear, you know?
Sure.
Like, for example, a giant. I know what they can do.
Yeah, but they don't use the imagery of
Giants.
a big Lord of the Rings giant.
I know, but they should.
Is there even, like, when you go to a Giants game, is there a mascot?
I don't know. But here's the thing. Giants, good. Jets, bad.
Jets?
Like, what's a jet do? Like, I
Like
don't
a
want to,
jet
like,
plane?
a jet against a giant doesn't make sense.
So
a
once
raptor versus a giant makes more sense.
Once again, when you go to the Jets game, is there a little jet plane?
I don't know. I know when you go to the Mets game, there's a little Met man, but what is a Met? The Metropolitan Museum of Opera?
No, like, strangely enough, he is baseball personified. He is just like a big baseball head.
No, I know, but what is a Met?
It's just, he's very metropolitan.
And
It's like
then-
Metro. Like, remember, like how they were calling, like, oh, like that guy, he's very Metro.
Yeah, it's very Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yeah.
And then you go down the road of like all the fucking offensive mascots that there are.
God. It's like they were like so excited to pick something.
Anyways, what are we even talking about?
Well, we were talking about the Jazz stick. So also the other thing is when like we get a Chiron that this is day 2 of San Diego. I'm like,
Feels like I've been here a lifetime.
can this be day end?
I know. I like San Diego though.
I've never been.
I've been once. I told you this.
What's the vibe?
Beaches. I was there for a wedding. I went to the beach alone once. Isn't that weird? I went to the beach alone.
No one was like dragging.
No
you
one
there.
was dragging me.
We wish this was Turks and Queso though.
Queso. Oh my god.
Lisa Barlow.
Chili's needs to add like Turks and Queso to their menu or something.
I mean, after our Chili's review from when we went down to DC, I'm not sure we would be even like going there to sample it.
I don't need to be there, but I'm just saying.
Like for
free
branding
idea.
purposes.
Free idea.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta say, Beach Genie. Mia should have hired Beach Genie.
I was thinking that too.
Because we've seen Miami beaches, we've seen San Diego beaches, and we've seen different Miami beaches.
Yeah. Though, here's the thing. I don't need to play these games, these little reindeer games. And if we're playing a game, Whitney coming to destroy.
I wanted to actually like fire her on the spot.
Yeah, me too.
Like, you are no longer welcome on this show.
Like, don't be like that. If I'm playing your little reindeer games and you come destroy, not that it's her trip, but like if someone comes and destroys, I'm like,
I would have been like, the episode would have been about the fight that would have ensued because
I did love just like Meredith casually walking into the water to get buckets of water.
I gotta get the water. But also 5 minutes felt like not a lot of
Too
time
short.
to make like a big, beautiful sandcastle spectacle.
I know. Give us 30 minutes.
Give us 30 minutes.
Let's get some moats going.
They were trying until
Yeah.
Whitney came along.
One thing about the beach that I do like digging.
It goes back to the days of you playing in the mud.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah. That made me sick. We're doing family fun day activities.
Yeah, we're doing a fucking sack race.
Yeah. And we're doing surf lessons. And we're going to lunch, but interestingly enough, like Meredith gets to do neither.
She just sits.
She just sits on her phone.
Why didn't she go to lunch? I would have gone to lunch.
Maybe because Lisa was there. It was like too intimate, but like so I know present day it's like we hate each other, but it felt like during this trip it was
Cordial.
The feelings were not that strong.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing really to say about the surfing, but this lunch is so unwell. And I love how Lisa's the moderator.
The thing about Lisa, before we get to lunch, like her and Heather sitting there debriefing earlier in the day, I'm like, if they just like put their shit to the side, they could actually be the two best friends of this group. Because they like
Speak the same language, yeah.
Yeah, they sat and had like a good conversation. And I'm like, if y'all could just like do this, you'd be the most normal, productive friendship of this entire group.
I love Lisa fresh-faced in the morning.
Yeah. Eating a Kit Kat.
There's something about Lisa. You have to admit, and like everyone,
She shines.
She shines. Okay,
She's bejeweled.
She's bejeweled. No, Dr. Nicole Martin is bejeweled. This lunch. So the reason I like this episode is that it felt like the conversations were more productive. Like I could follow along a little closer than I did at the luau.
Sure.
Like luau truly made no sense to me.
And you're being really nice by calling these conversations productive.
Well, I mean, things take a turn.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jen shot suicide drop was like, okay, let's wrap up filming. Like, where do we even go from here?
Yeah.
And like, I like just really don't understand the rage over Shaw Exposed.
Because there's nothing there. Lisa Barlow should be the one who's mad because it was actually the one comment that Chris H left was like attacking Lisa Barlow.
And Jen Shah is in real life getting it from every angle.
Yeah.
So like be upset about that.
Yeah.
But like you're upset about a handle that said nothing about you.
We're dealing with,
and like at that time she didn't know it was the Harringtons.
Right. We're dealing with,
so like it could have been a bot. Like what are you like what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't it's hard to follow.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
And I can't wait for like her to not be on the show.
Yeah.
Before we continue, once again Andy was tweeting questions and people are asking questions for Jen Shah. Is she going to be filming this? I thought Andy said Bravo cut its relationship with Jen Shah.
But I doubt it. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, like, they're going to film it in the next week. They must.
Well, I feel like they were maybe even originally banking on her already being sentenced by the time they needed to film it.
Maybe.
Because originally the sentencing was going to be like post-Thanksgiving.
Right. I mean, like, just include her in the filming. Like, it makes no sense to cut her out. I mean, like, morally, I guess it makes sense because you don't want to be paying somebody. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I do want to give kudos for, like, I hate Salt Lake City right now, but the Marilyn Monroe theme is one of the best things we've ever done.
I think this should be like a let's make everyone dress as the same thing because you get all these different interpretations of the thing.
Dana looking like George Washington It was so funny. Especially like her sitting there silent for
Yeah.
most of the night as George Washington.
It's like the best wigs were obviously Whitney and Meredith. I would say Meredith had a good, maybe not like the most Marilyn Monroe-y, but it was like it didn't look psychotic on her head.
So for me, I kind of liked Jen Shah not like doing her version that was not even platinum blonde.
It was so ugly.
Hate to like give her a point, but
You shouldn't give her a point because it was ugly.
yeah.
This charcuterie board restaurants.
So I couldn't even make sense. Like, do you just walk in, you got a board, and all you have to order is drinks?
It's like a gimmick restaurant because then it's like we're getting flights of margaritas, which is another gimmick. I don't like a restaurant with a gimmick.
What's like another gimmick?
Like Dick's Last Resort, where they're mean to you. Do you remember that? Did you ever go there in Boston?
Wait, what?
All the waiters are mean to you.
No, what's the name?
Dick's Last Resort.
Oh, I never heard of that.
It was in like Faneuil Hall in Boston. All the waiters are mean with you. They give you weird hats and they like write mean things about you.
I don't know that. No.
Yeah.
No, I was more of a Fire and Ice girl.
Oh.
No, Fire and Ice. Is it still there?
I think it is. I looked it up semi-recently.
Someone in the Boston area is telling off.
Where you go pick up a bunch of raw ingredients from a bar and then you bring them to this like giant grill. And this actually seems like the antithesis of something you'd like.
No, but so like I'm there, I'm praying the person to the left of me and the right of me don't have cheese in their bowl. Okay. So like I'm not getting cross-infected. I'm just like crossing my fingers.
Wow. Fire and Ice is, I would guess, like would be the last place I would find you. So the fact that that's like your gag.
No, it was so much fun.
Oh man. And then like I loved A Planet Hollywood growing up. Because they had like none of it was the real memorabilia.
Love the glitz and the glamour.
I love the glitz and the glamour, and they had really good spinach artichoke dip.
Okay. Yeah, I mean this dinner, whatever. We were just kind of talking in circles with Whitney and Heather, and it's like actually none of you are right, but like no one is saying it. It's like, Whitney, you need to articulate like your point and feeling. Mm-hmm. And Heather, you need to like stop talking so nasty to her.
Heather was doing the thing I hate the most that people do. Yeah. Being like Whitney just was trying to, even though she wasn't explaining it well, like was trying to explain, and Heather kept on doing this thing. Everyone quiet down. Yeah. Whitney wants to explain. Whitney wants to explain. And then she just like kept on talking.
Yeah.
Meredith, I could tell, wanted to hit her on the head.
Well, we were talking about this earlier today as well. I need like the Meredith Marks cut of like both this at the beach,
night
while we're wasted. I need a camera on her watching her reaction to everything, because like nothing, like I don't even understand why she's doing this show. Is this fun for you?
I have no idea. It's so interesting though. I think like
she clearly has like a hunger for fame, like trotting around to any event.
I think the idea of it is fun for her, but I think she really wishes she was dealt a different cast.
Oh yeah, she wants to be on Roni or Beverly Hills or
maybe
something?
I think her ideal cast would be like her, Barlow before they had the fight, and then like maybe Angie H and like 5 other girls.
Jenna Lyons.
Yeah, Jenna Lyons.
Okay. Late night. Welcome to late night.
Welcome to late night.
A horror show.
Oh my God. Just like parading around for the
tits
cameras.
Are out.
Putting them against the window.
I gotta say, it's so stupid, but I was having fun in the stupidity. I really was. I don't even know, like, we're staying up so late doing nothing.
Exactly.
We're like humping the bed, like hours are going by, and like another hour goes by, like hump the bed. Another hour goes by.
But like, I mean, like we've done that, like in P-Town, we stayed up. Like, after going out, we came back and, like, stayed up and whatever. We didn't take off our tops and put them against the mirror or whatever.
I should have, actually. Yeah, and then we end with the horror scene.
Which, okay. Thinking, now that we've got a few more clues.
What do you think? Are you solving the mystery?
No, but like, first it was just the black eye, and we thought that was going to be like a red herring, like nothing actually happened. She like fell or something. But now we've got like scratches involved.
Oh, yeah.
So
and someone violently like trying to open the door.
Yeah, someone came to the door at like 4:50.
Okay, wait, hold on. She's showing it to Jen Shah and Meredith. So those are not the culprits.
The obvious person we're supposed to think is Whitney.
But like, wasn't Whitney like out for the count? Was she like at late night? I don't remember her.
No, but I mean, like, people wake back up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which I think she did during the earlier trip.
Maybe.
Didn't she like go to bed and then like wake up? I don't know.
We don't know, but like speculation, like where I originally thought it was just like an accident thing. Now I'm starting to think it was something else. But like, if someone's like beating Heather Gay up,
we wouldn't know, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't we know?
But like, someone definitely comes to the door. But like, maybe that's a red herring. Me using my mystery words. And like, she does end up like falling around the pool or something. 'Cause she is staying in that pool house, and it's like probably hard to navigate getting from the pool house to the house.
It definitely could be like I think the most logical answer is accident.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
To be continued. Miami. Okay, we're kind of cleaning up the last two episodes plus the one that aired or was released today. Just to like cherry pick out of the past before we get to today. Mm-hmm. The dog party.
I loved the fucking goat bumping all the dogs' heads.
I love the goat coming in. I love like, not love, but like, what are the chances that we're throwing Larsa's dog's party the day we're putting Jax down?
I know.
Like, how does that happen?
So sad.
We're kind of like recovering from Mortgagegate.
Mm-hmm.
And what else do we have going on? We have, oh my God, we have the nanny.
Oh my God. I need to talk about the nanny.
Okay.
The way it went down where they're having this romantic dinner outside, Lenny and Lisa, and someone from their staff comes and says that the nanny fell down and like
in the shower,
broke her wrist or whatever.
Yeah.
The way Lisa's like, should I call an ambulance? Should I call an ambulance? I should call an ambulance. And Lenny's like, no, you don't call an ambulance or something like that. I'm like,
one of you get in a car.
Yeah, are the owners of this house who employ this person not going to just bring this woman to the hospital in their car? They're like talking about Ubers. It's like, be normal.
I know. It's like, I think like the show is trying to present to you like this person is right or this person's right, but neither of them are right.
It's so stupid. Just like behave like a human being. Any human being would get in their fucking car and bring this person to the hospital.
Yeah, why are we wasting she's not going to die from the wrist, and like the ambulance is not going to cure the broken wrist, but like let's just get her there.
Why are we consulting like the caterers?
Oh my God. And we got to talk about the good vibes party.
Jax, the dead dog, really would have wanted Lisa to have the good vibes party.
Oh my God. Continuing what we talked about last week of like her repeating the same thing 25 times.
Oh my God.
And like her cue for this episode was Jax would have wanted the good vibes party. Like it was actually like, as we were like putting him down, he's like, Lisa, you have to have the good vibes party. Ruff, ruff. It's like it's in the spirit of Drew. Wow.
But
that party, will go down in history. And I'm actually glad restraint was shown of like, we got the preview clip before the season even came out.
Mm-hmm.
But then like, we got the true full moment.
Wild. And just like the camera work as we're like hearing from Lenny talk about how his marriage is basically over. Talking to, what's this guy's name?
Vito?
Vito. Good man.
Is he a good man?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I would be cheating on my girlfriend if I slept with Lisa.
Wild.
He's a wild. Hey, I heard you were a wild one.
I mean, he's wild across the board. And it's just like them continuously talking about how all of his parties are always full of like young women, and then continually doing the only footage they have is the lingerie party from 2011.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know. So anything else before we get to like our more recent episodes?
Let's get to present day.
I feel like those are like the big heavy hitter moments. Okay, present day. I feel like we're settling in more with Dr. Nicole.
Yeah. Is she living the best life of any? I mean, other than like she has to do like 24-hour shifts, but
actually, to me, that's like so chic.
Yeah, so chic.
I mean, because clearly she doesn't need to do it.
Yeah.
Like she wants to do this.
She's doing it out of the goodness of her heart.
No, but it's just like she became a doctor and she wants to be a doctor.
But I think she might be living the best life of any Real Housewife ever.
Yeah. Like bullying her parents.
Yeah. Bullying her parents. I mean, like her husband is like great so far.
I know. I'm waiting for
the shoe to drop. Yeah.
But like he seems great.
Yeah.
I hope he is.
I was laughing so loud about him sharing the name of the captain of the boat.
Oh my god, yeah.
And they like kind of look they look like Pokemon variants of each other or whatever.
Yeah. Charmeleon and Charmander.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved going on the boat together. Actually, I thought that was good. Like as we were like gearing up for that boat, I was like, is this the scene where Lisa like has the breakdown?
Mm-hmm.
That was in Key West, obviously.
You know what we need? A friend who has a boat.
Oh, okay. Like here in New York City?
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? Like go like be near the what's that statue called? Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
Be near her.
Yeah. Like my sister has a boat.
Okay.
But that's in Maryland.
Yeah. I have to see if there's dock space here in Brooklyn. Maybe we could.
Oh, are you going to be the friend who has the boat?
I mean, well, like it's like be the change you wish to see in the world.
True. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they always say?
I'm sure there's dock space.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Probably right over there too.
Yeah. Just that away. Okay. No, I love being on the boat with the gals. I feel like Marisol, we were talking about this earlier today as well. She's listening and learning.
She took notes.
She took notes from our complaints. It was very one note last year, and now it's like
it comes in all shapes and sizes.
We're doing palm trees, jugs of orange juice.
There's a goblet.
No, I mean, she, for a friend of, she's really like bringing it.
And it's just like, it always amazes me how far she's come personality-wise since we last were with her.
Oh my God, she was so mopey.
Now she's like the life of the party. And like, I think she might be if she keeps on going like this, she might be the top tier friend of across franchises.
Well, especially now that Marlo has graduated.
Yeah, and because Marisol is also like literally friends of people in every franchise too.
Oh yeah, she's like the literal friend of.
Yeah.
Oh, another note I had was Alexia complaining about like, oh, Larsa, like it's always a business. Like this dog party is a business. Meanwhile, like we're filming at Alexia and Frankie's any chance we get.
Exactly. Alexia, fall from grace a little?
So for me, it's a little like, once again, Judician, where like, when she does wrong, it's good.
Right, but like last season, the name on everyone's lips in like a very positive way was Alexia. Now she's like,
I think it's still positive for everyone's lips.
but the Ville is jumping.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. She's like full villain because like obviously we have Lenny,
Yeah,
so like he's distracting.
she's not full Ville, but she's getting there.
Well, yeah, she's very mean. I gotta say, she's very mean to Gertie.
I know, and it's like Gertie's like talking pretty honestly about how last year she felt.
Oh yeah, the
like
friend.
am I a friend or am I
employee,
working for
yeah.
you? And Alexia was like, oh, I never saw it as that, but it's like that doesn't matter. The dynamic still exists whether
Yeah.
you see it or not.
Yeah. Okay. And then Julia at home with Martina and the one child.
I had a real problem with Julia this episode.
Oh.
I just was like, she spends so much time moping and talking about how she's an empty nester and she never sees her kids, and like with her kids out of the nest, she's like has no place to go. And I'm like, your kid's 16, still in high school, lives in a different country. If you really had that big of a problem with it, you don't have that much going on in Miami. You can move to Paris
Yeah.
and go be a bigger part of your kid's life.
But my counterpoint is, it'd be one thing if she was like in Paris on her own going to school, but she's there with her dad.
Right, but like it's called be in the same place so that you can see your kid more.
Okay.
It's like all Julia's doing is they have farms in Paris.
Mm.
It actually makes more sense there. Whenever you say farm in like the Miami area, I'm like, where do you put it?
No, it actually doesn't make sense. It's like, who's going to take care of the 300 chickens?
Ship them over.
Adriana's going
Ship
to
'em
do
over.
it. Carry those chicken eggs to the car. I would say Adriana.
Easy breezy this season.
She's great.
She's just like going with the flow this season.
Yeah, last season weren't people complaining she was a little try hard last season?
I think there was a part of her that was mad about being a friend of last season, maybe.
Do you think, did she know?
I think so, because when you're a friend of,
Oh,
like when
the
you're
contract,
full time, you
yeah,
have to share your life.
Yeah, sure.
So I think she was like trying to cause drama when then she realized like that's not necessarily what audiences want.
It's strange, and I feel like so many of the women, number one Larsa, took last season and like went in a right direction.
Yeah.
Larsa this season is great.
Yeah.
Showing up nude
to that date where it's like, this is the dynamic of like heterosexual couples from my view.
Yeah, sure.
It's like
Show up nude.
this woman shows up in like this sexy revealing outfit, looks great, and fucking Schlubbabub is in a jean and t-shirts. It's like, put some effort in, Schlubbabub.
Put some effort. Schlubbabub. Please. Making the sushi?
I thought that was cute though. I want him to do that.
Yeah, I want to. Oh my god! One time, it's like not everyone, but like people try to make sushi, but unless you actually know what you're doing, it's gonna look like clown college.
I will say, I have a friend, Sophia, who has made me
Well,
sushi in the past, like chef's kiss.
Well, she is one of the chefs
chefs in Brooklyn.
Like if there was like a New York Magazine chicest chefs in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
she'd be on the list.
Yeah.
And like I would be neglected, sadly.
No, dinner was good today. Some lentils.
Oh, you got like your voice like you cracked.
No, it was good.
Okay.
I'm like not even like a sweet potato person, but I gobbled that down.
Oh yeah, I snuck it. It's like when you like sneak in like the vegetables for the kids.
You didn't really sneak it in because I watched you chop them, and there were chunks of them in the soup.
Okay, let's head to Key West, and famously, you got to get there by private jet.
That was fun that they own that little jet.
I mean, that's just like a piece of the puzzle of the glamorous life that the Martin Lopez's are living.
And he just like takes off work, skips meetings.
Did you see his facha on the side of the plane?
No.
It's the plane is his website is Your Insurance Attorney.
Oh.
And I think the logo is like a bearded man. Your Insurance Attorney.
Should I use him?
Well, I think what he's doing is serving like flood insurance recipient people like claiming flood insurance claims.
Maybe I'll start a flood.
On your like third floor apartment. Just like somehow the water's raised all the way up here.
Oh yeah, look at that little facha.
Yeah.
Oh,
he does YouTube videos of like explaining like this is what you do. Is your roof leaking? Like da-da-da-da-da.
We should do a panel where it's us interviewing him and Vicky Gunvalson about insurance.
A round table, yeah.
Yeah. Who else does insurance in Housewives World? Just the two of them. We can loop in Michael Wolf-Smith too.
Oh yeah. The junior or the apprentice insurance.
Sometimes Michael Wolf-Smith will post the DMs he gets from gay guys.
Legend.
And it's like always like disgusting, but he's like got a good attitude about it.
Good. No, what a king. I mean, it's funny because like everyone's like, "Oh, Brianna's like the normal one." It's actually Michael Wolf-Smith.
Michael Wolf-Smith. Brianna is off the deep end.
Yeah,
Watch as she dives in. Banging shit around.
You made me kick out my my laptop charger. Yeah. So I gotta say, the patience of a saint waiting to take off.
Yeah.
Cause like they're waiting longer than the actual flight is.
I know, it's crazy.
The flight's like 15 minutes.
I know. I was so worried that Marisol wasn't going to be on this trip until she was physically walking out of her cute little house with that alcohol in her hand.
With an alcohol in hand. Yeah. I wonder, like, will we address Marisol and the alcohol at the reunion?
I don't know.
I feel like, because it's not really a plot point. It's more like an audience point.
Yeah, because it's all like audience facing.
Like no one on the show cares.
Yeah.
Except that I guess Kiki was like, "Oh, you really what's in your drink?"
Yeah.
Kiki,
Larsa, and Marisol being like the trio in the car together. That was an interesting trio.
Kiki once again, Kiki with confessionals. Thank you.
I know. And then like Kiki Googling all this weird sex
terms. Oh
terms.
my God. Carl and Alexia.
Marisol holding on to the name Carl so that she could ask Alexia if she knows how to say it was so funny. We need a mashup with Carl. We need Carl Radke to comment.
Yeah, we need comment from Carl Radke.
I'm going to message him and ask him if he has any thoughts. Still haven't heard back from Caroline Manzo, by the way, who I messaged 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, okay, so we're in Key West. Finally, Lisa shows up to the plane. Times are tough. We're flying over there. I'm glad she did save it for the show. Mm-hmm. She waited till we had all the women.
Smart. Even
though like some women were having the leftover sushi.
Yeah.
I did love like Julia and Adriana like eating the scraps.
And like Julia looking over when Lisa's telling everyone, she's like, something's happening over there. The weirdest housewife. Up there with Mary Cosby, Julia.
Yeah. But like the thing with Mary Cosby is like we're supposed to be okay with her leading a community. Mm-hmm. Whereas like the worst Julia's going to do is like screw up the goats.
She's leading a community. A community of goats.
Yeah. So, okay. The reveal. Well, no, before the reveal, we had the phone conversation with Lenny.
Him not wanting to miss his tennis lesson. So it was making his wife, who is on vacation, track down someone to help come in for the kids.
To replace the person that replaced the woman who broke her.
Who you left on the fucking floor of the shower, wouldn't drive to the hospital. It's like bad people.
Yeah. Lenny is... I don't like... And then it's so funny watching Lenny in real time. Like I love catching up with him in the comments. Mm-hmm. Because he's just like gun blazing.
I think it's just like he wasn't smart enough to. Most people would have like buttoned this up and like not revealed as much as he did, or like made like broken up with her between Housewives seasons or something.
Or like between the decade in which this was off the air.
Exactly. But no, he's like fully showing it. He's talking on mic. He thinks that if he's whispering on mic that it won't catch it. It's like, are you new? You're operating on people. This is the type of person operating on people. That's what I always say about like people like this, like lawyers and doctors. Yeah, they have degrees, but are they as smart?
Oh yeah, that's like that plus like, do you remember like when you became an adult and then you realize like, oh, like I'm an adult and like these people are adults and like they don't have any.
They don't have the answers.
They don't have the answers. Like when you're a kid, you think adults know everything. And then you're like, oh, wait, hold on.
No, we're all just idiots trying to make it through.
It's like the doctor, the lawyer, the president, and
Joe Byron?
Joe Byron himself. It's like we're all dumb humans.
Yeah. Some of us dumber than others.
Some dumber than others.
And I think Lenny's dumber than even us.
Yeah.
And my brain's smooth for my sabbatical. There's nothing going on up there.
We need to get... Maybe Lenny could do like a brain reconstruction surgery on you. Maybe we got to bring in Terry DeBro. You'll let him do it.
I'll let.
You'll let. Okay, when she reveals poolside, the screaming of the women was like symphonic.
It was like they had just heard that like there was a terrorist attack.
It was kind of like the White Lotus theme song. It was like,
I hate when people do that impression.
I'm sorry. But like, who were the biggest screams? I would say Gertie. Gertie was a big screamer.
Gertie was coming for that Emmy.
I mean,
I think Marisol had like a little gasp.
Oh yeah. Alexia was ready to fight.
Oh yeah.
Alexia and Kiki. Well, no, I think the big Kiki fight is to come when she learns about like the trainer dropping Lisa to train the other woman. Yeah. And then I want to like put the pin in with the cinematography is some of the most beautiful television you've ever seen.
It's up there with White Lotus. Do the impression again.
No, because you hate when people do it. I feel like this is getting lost in the conversation. Like, even like Julia and the daughter, like in the driveway speaking, a sweeping shot.
Yeah. Peacock's put its whole peacock gussy into this. Peacussy?
Please, I'm not co-signing this. I don't get like, is it like passion?
What do you mean?
We're not getting this in Potomac and Salt Lake.
Right.
We're not getting Potomac. We get beautiful editing, and that's a different skill set. We're not getting the cinematography.
Choices from production companies. Mm-hmm. And I think probably like Peacock has something to do with it. Because like also like Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yeah, both seasons.
Looked incredible.
So Peacock is making choices across the board. Yeah. With the girls trips and Miami.
And I can't wait to see what's the show called? Traders.
Ooh, we're going to get some castle cinematography.
Oh my God, with Alan Cumming.
And Kyle Cook. Miami, it's like, you know what it feels like when we woke up and watched Just Like That? Mm-hmm. First thing in the morning? Yeah. I'm doing that now with Miami.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't love that.
Oh, I don't love it. I wish we were being normal humans.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you have to like take what you're given.
And like we have to watch it day of because it's
Christ almighty,
we have to record.
Yeah. I mean, the 4-episode thing we need to change in the future. Mm-hmm. Let's wrap this up. We have a Freak of the Week and the One True Queen.
Oh my God.
The Freak of the Week this week, actually, interestingly enough, is Brendan Davis.
Yeah.
But not you. So if you've been a long-time listener of Come Through Queen, you probably have heard the story of how Brendan on Twitter is at not Brendan.
Yeah.
At not Brendan. And the reason for that is There's someone out there.
I think he lives in Australia.
Lives in Australia. At Brendan Davis.
And I've tweeted at him, asked him for it years and years and years. We haven't had contact in years.
Oh
at
my
this
God.
point.
It's been like 7 years maybe.
Yeah. So then somebody sends me a link the other day.
Ooh, Elon, a decree from above.
Saying that they're going to start purging inactive Twitter handles. And I'm like, okay.
Everyone be quiet.
This is my chance. Once Brendan Davis is purged, I can jump on it and get it. It will match my Instagram. Perfect, you know?
Yeah, so chic.
Then I notice a couple days ago, fucking at Brendan Davis tweets just a period to keep that fucking account active. I was it's actually a personal attack at this point. There's no reason he doesn't use it. It's a personal attack on me, somebody who lives across the world.
Oh my God. I gotta say kudos. Kudos to our freak. Wow.
It's so bad. And I didn't even interact with the tweet because I was like,
yeah,
I don't know what to do.
You don't want to add fuel to the fire.
I got to throw up that fucking white surrender flag.
But it came at the perfect time because, as you'll learn in our pre-show, I've been bullied for my J. Crew order, and it was now it's just hit Brendan with a period is a beautiful response.
He really said period dot.
Period dot. Chanel Ayan's impact. Oh my God! Wow. Our one true queen, Margaret Josephs.
She really said gay rights.
She stomped the yard
at the White House.
She made her way to the lawn at the White House, hand in hand with
the Points guy.
The Points guy.
She was at the signing of the Respect for Marriage Act, which codifies
federal
protections for same-sex couples and interracial couples.
Yes. So, we saw a lot of big names there. And it was a shock to see Margaret Josephs as a friend of.
Yeah, a friend of the community.
A friend of the community, but yeah, she is a friend of the community.
Yeah.
She's a family friend, a friend of the community.
Uh-huh.
Love to see it. Looking so chic. Her little bob, glasses, cheering it on.
The most beautiful housewife.
The most beautiful housewife. What a week. Jam-packed. As we mentioned, Patreon content, head on over to comethroughqueen.com for that. That has links to socials. Sadly, not the handle at Brendan Davis, though.
You'll still find me at not Brendan.
And just comment, subscribe, watch, retweet.
Love us, please retweet.
Oh, next week is
Family Stone.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
I wanna see ya come through, Queen.